Our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
Morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, regardless of your time zone. We are before our Chuku Kike Abiyama, our Maker, our Redeemer, our King of Kings. We are troubled. We have lots of problems. This is where we approach him diligently. We approach him praying and asking, pleading, kneeling, that he continues to protect his children. We are his children. We are not perfect. Human beings are not perfect, Chukwu Okike Abiyama. For the fact that we recognize, for the fact that we know that we are your children. You were able to ward off temptation, but we are not. We are humans. Regardless of our sins, we pray and beg that you continue to guide us, protect our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and all those that are assisting him, that they continue to see that we are free. The chain of slavery is broken, and the sense of enslavement wiped out, so that we can be proud of ourselves and regain our freedom. All this we beg in your name. He said, today is November 13, 2020, and this is live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. You can get us from IPOB Community Radio. We are under our director, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and my name is Mazi Alozie. Let's get on with our issue. Our history is not good. History of enslavement, killings, banditry, and targeted against the Easterners that have refused to recognize their woes. And the list goes on. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to recognize our people's inability to face the truth? It is well ingrained in us. Chukwu Okike Abiyama has given us all he has to give us. It is up to us to protect and guard it jealously, rather than let it wipe away, vanish.
People of Eastern Region Biafra, do the right thing. This message is directed at the people of Eastern Region Biafra, Anan, Efik, Ibibi, Igbo, Ogoja, Ishekiri, Ijo, Isoko, Urobo, and everybody else who resides in and calls Eastern Region their homeland. It is more than 40 years since the House of Fulani Yoruba oligarchs invaded your fatherland and took it away from you. What have you done since then? Some have pretended that all is well and continue to live as if their lives have been the same ever since, though they are treated as slaves. Some have been blaming others for this terrible enslavement. The Ijo blame the Igbo, the Efik blame the Anan, who in turn blame the Ugoja, the Ishekiri blame the Ijo, who say it is the fault of the Isoko, the Urobo blame the Ishan, who turn around and blame the Igbo, the Igbo blame the Ijo, Ibibi, Ishan, and Urobo, who they accuse of having supported the House of Fulani Yoruba invaders that enslaved us. Some fools even see the enslavement of their brothers and sisters as an opportunity to make money and be rich, and have bowed down and accepted to be the jesters of the House of Fulani Yoruba oligarchs, who make them rich with our own money, which they stole from our land. Some have even gone to the ridiculous extent of denying their identity. I am not Igbo. I am not Ijo. I am not Ishekiri. I am not Efik. I am not Urobo, etc. They even went so far as to stop speaking their language and now speak Yoruba and Hausa and teach their children to speak Yoruba and Hausa, all in the false hope that the Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba will like them. The rich among them have also bought and built expensive mansions and palaces in Abuja and Lagos, all in the hope of making those places their home and hoping that the House of Fulani Yoruba will like them and treat them like human beings. Kusai. Big, big mistake. One day, you all will cry tears of blood. Nobody will pay you a penny for those expensive mansions you have built in Abuja and Lagos, and you will have no one to blame but yourself. People of Eastern Region, everything you have done since the House of Fulani Yoruba occupation of your land and the enslavement of your people have been wrong. Those who became jesters and called themselves politicians know that the House of Fulani Yoruba look at them like garbage and treat them like shit. Those who have been playing the blame game are simply wasting their time, because all of you are like crabs in a barrel. You are not going anywhere until your owner is ready to cook and eat you. And let us be honest to ourselves. Ndi Hausa, Fulani, and Ndi Yoruba have been cooking and eating us for 40 years. The rich businessmen and politicians among us, they treat like the foolish goat whose owner is feeding fat in readiness for the feast day when he will slaughter the goat for his feast. The beginning of wisdom is when you realize and accept that what you have been doing all along has been really foolish. That is when your redemption begins. Easterners, realize now that we have been foolish all along, all of us. identity, who you are and where you come from. Stop denying, stop pointing accusing fingers at each other, and accept that you all are being led to slaughter by the Hausa Fulani Yoruba oligarchs and the Sokoto Caliphate. Then start to serve yourselves, not as individuals, but as a group, a community of people. That is your only savior. First, let us start with the facts. Before Nigeria became independent, the Hausa Fulani and their brothers in the north, the Yoruba and their brothers in the west, and the Igbo and their brothers in the east could never agree on anything. They couldn't agree on census figures, elections, form of government, whether monarchy, feudalism, or democracy, education system, judicial system, infrastructure development, etc. They could not even agree on the most fundamental thing that all people want, which is freedom and independence. While the Igbo and their brothers in the east and the Yoruba and their brothers in the west demanded independence and the end of colonialism from the British government, the Hausa Fulani and their brothers in the north stated clearly that they did not want independence and wanted to continue to be ruled by the British. When Easterners and Westerners who were fighting for independence finally got it from the British, the Hausa Fulani and their brothers insisted on being the executive leaders of the federal government. It was given to them, and they promptly messed it up. They slaughtered the TV in large numbers. While trying to rig elections in Western Nigeria, they created anarchy and total chaos in Yoruba land. The Igbo and their brothers in the east, alarmed at the systematic decimation of the Yoruba, went west to help save the Yoruba from destruction by the Hausa Fulani and the Sokoto Caliphate, just as the Igbo did in helping to save the TV from the Hausa Fulani and the Sokoto Caliphate. In one of the greatest ironies in history, the Yoruba and their brothers and the TV joined the same Hausa Fulani and Sokoto Caliphate that had vowed to destroy them and declared war on the Igbo and their brothers in the east. The rest is history. Why did the Hausa Fulani Yoruba oligarchs and the Sokoto Caliphate declare war on the Igbo and their brothers in the east? The Hausa Fulani and the Yoruba declared war on the Igbo and their brothers in the eastern region for one reason and one reason alone: to steal the petroleum and natural gas and the billions of dollars of oil money that was in the east. That was, that has been, and that will continue to be the only reason they declared war on us. Never believe any fool who tells you it was for the so-called One Nigeria. As the Nigeria-Biafra war was still in progress, Yakubu Gowon, Hausa Fulani, in 1969, unilaterally and without consulting the owners of the land and petroleum resources, passed a decree called the Petroleum Resources Decree in 1969. By this decree, the Hausa Fulani Yoruba Federal Government of Nigeria seized the petroleum in Eastern region and assumed ownership and control of all the petroleum in, under, or upon the land, territorial waters, and continental shelf of Nigeria. This military decree effectively stripped the people of Eastern region of their right to private ownership of the petroleum in their own private lands and put it in the hands of the Hausa Fulani Yoruba generals and oligarchs. Then, for the first time, Yakubu Gowon pegged the derivation principle at 45%. Naturally, unilaterally and without consulting the owners of the land and petroleum resources, passed a decree called the Petroleum Resources Decree in 1969. By this decree, the House of Fulani Yoruba Federal Government of Nigeria seized the petroleum in Eastern region and assumed ownership and control of all the petroleum in, under, or upon the land, territorial waters. The brothers in Eastern region, for one reason and one reason alone: to steal the petroleum and natural gas and the billions of dollars of oil money that was in the East. That was, that has been, and that will continue to be the only reason they declared war on us. Never believe any fool who tells you it was for the so-called One Nigeria. As the Nigeria-Biafra war was still in progress, Yakubu Gowon, Hausa Fulani, in 1969, unilaterally and without consulting the owners of the land and petroleum resources, passed a decree called the Petroleum Resources Decree in 1969. By this decree, the House of Fulani Yoruba Federal Government of Nigeria seized the petroleum in Eastern region and assumed ownership and control of all the petroleum in, under, or upon the land, territorial waters, and continental shelf of Nigeria. This military decree effectively stripped the people of Eastern region of their right to private ownership of the petroleum in their own private lands and put it in the hands of the House of Fulani Yoruba generals and oligarchs. Then, for the first time, Yakubu Gowon pegged the derivation principle at 45%. The slide has started.
Is it not happening till today? It is happening. It is still happening as we speak. Did you hear Okowa yesterday? Crying. The gold in Zamfara belongs to Zamfara, but the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. And we are busy killing ourselves. We are busy denying who we are. We are busy killing our own brothers in Iguacha. But no regret, no remorse. It is still going on. Hundreds and hundreds of young Biafrans are being killed in Iguacha by the Fulanis. We tend not to learn. Not only that, they went to the extent of carrying out religious violence. They are burning, and they bulldozed the religious building of the Jewish faith in Iguacha, the synagogue. They have no limit. They have no boundary. The government of the zoo, through Nyesom Wike and his Fulani agents, burned and bulldozed the synagogue. They are carrying out religious wars. And they turn around and accuse us of burning mosques. They burn the mosque and they point the fingers at you. They say it's the Biafrans. It is IPOB. It is only in the eye of the criminal that IPOB is a terrorist. They that are terrorists are pointing fingers, which is just their normal way of doing business. They accuse you of what they are doing. They turn it around, and our people will wholeheartedly believe. To those that are aligning with the federal government, why Is it that Britain does not approve your labeling us terrorists? It is only you, the terrorist, that calls somebody a terrorist. A thief calling somebody a thief. A mother calling somebody a mother. Why is it Germany does not see eye to eye with you? Why does Spain does not see eye to eye with you? Why does the United States not see eye to eye with you? How come UN doesn't see eye to eye with you? How come EU doesn't see eye? It is only you, the mighty Allah, the cattle herdsmen, the Boko Haram, and the Fulani Janjaweeds and the bandits that only label IPOB terrorists. Why are they terrorists? They are terrorists because they are attacking you with the truth. And we will continue to tell the truth. That is our only crime, and we will hold fast to it. Why are the Senate not talking? Because they know they have been threatened with the truth. Why is the House of Assembly not talking? They know that we are telling the truth. Why is the judiciary not talking? Because they know we are telling the truth. And who is heading the judiciary? The same Fulani Caliphate. They are in your backyard. And through Nelson Wike and the governors and their agents, the Ohanese and all whatnot, they are committing religious violence on the Christians and those of the Jewish faith. But our people are not talking. Our people are not talking. This is not the first time they are attacking the Jewish community. They did it in Umuahia. You remember, towards the burial period of Eze Kanu, you remember what they did? They ransacked the Jewish prayers, arrested them, and our people watched, did not say anything. Religious war is going on. Each time they throw the mosque in your face. And when a pastor brought up the issue, they called for his arrest. They called for his prosecution for telling the truth. Did you not see it? Did you not hear it? Did we not play it? We did. Now they are attacking the Jewish faith. Anything that has to do with Biafra, they will attack. But the disappointing aspect of it is that you are denying yourself, thinking that it will save you. Instead of fighting for the world to know what is happening, you are running. They don't care about you. They don't care about your progress. They will never care about your progress because you are standing in front of their progress. And get out of the way, they will not progress. Leave us alone so that you can progress. They will not leave you alone. Therefore, what is the problem? What is the problem? They want your resources, not your progress. And for those that, due to their influence, due to their achievement, they will not talk. They will not stand and portray to the world the actual event taking place. Rather, they are after. They are after ranking, post, position. But their homes are burning. Let me give you an example For those of you that think we are playing, each time a Biafran achieves world recognition, Nigeria will say a Nigerian born, not a Nigerian. He was born in Nigeria. They claim that word Nigeria, but they suffer them. Those people do drive away, then those people go abroad and then achieve something they wouldn't achieve in their so-called one Nigeria. But they take the glory. They take the glory, and the poor Biafrans continue to suffer. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to be firm? When are we going to tell the world our stand? They put you in a position in the international arena. Tell them genocide is taking place in your land. You are contesting for a post. Tell them genocide is taking place in your land. But you cannot say it. Let me give you a typical example of what I'm saying. BBC Sport. Nigeria great Emmanuel Amuneke refuses to give up on job in Europe. We don't learn. Discrimination. You run from your land and to foreign country, and you want them to accord you recognition that you have not been accorded in your so-called one Nigeria. And you shine, and you are proficient in what you're doing. Former Nigeria International Emmanuel says he will continue to put himself forward for coaching jobs in Europe despite being overlooked by Spanish clubs in the past. You were overlooked by a Spanish club. What about your home country if you are one Nigeria? Why did you run to Europe? They did not recognize you. You were good enough to bring them honor, but you're not good enough to be considered. You're not good enough to be hired. And you have our international players roaming around and saying one Nigeria. And you come up and say, end this protest, they want you. They're hunting for you. Why is it a crime to protest? To stop violence. Why is it a crime to protest for you to stop killing your people? That means you have no intention of stopping killing your people, and that is why you have embarked on killing people in Iguacha, in Obibo. Atrocities are going on. Innocent people are being killed in thousands. Over 50,000 lives have been lost in Iguacha. That our people are not talking. They are killing them in thousands. Go to every nook and corner, you are seeing corpses of Biafras, of indigenes of Obibo, the owners of the land. You are talking about the ones you see. The ones they dumped in the river, you don't see. You're not going to deny the number. You can easily assert the number. You kill 20 people a day, the ones that are being found. Sometimes you kill 50 a day. That's to be modest. When you embark on random shootings and people are running away, what is the population of Obibo? If you say that's not true, you have killed thousands, and 50 will be modest, and time will come you will be held accountable for those crimes. Let them tell you the number of corpses they are finding in Obibo. Then you will tell me you did not do it. The Fulanis are killing the young boys in Obibo, and very soon they will shift to another town to embark on the rampage. The corpses are being dumped in the river. Who are they killing? The indigents, and they call them Ipob. Yes, you are an indigene of Biafra land. That is why you are Ipob, and that is why they will kill you. Are those children in the Ipob too? No, but they are Igbos. They are indigenes of Obibo, and will pay the price. But our people are not defending them. Let's go back to Amuneke for you to understand what we're saying. The 49-year-old who last year led Tanzania to their first Africa Cup of Nations since 1980 is seeking a return to management after leaving his role at Egyptian side Masa El Makassa. He also led Nigeria to the 2015 Under-17 World Cup in Chile. While as player, he won Olympic gold medal in 1996, which came 2 years after winning the Africa Cup of Nations, playing at World Cup, and being named African Footballer of the Year. It's frustrating and disappointing that despite playing here and undergoing your coaching training in Spain, Africans are never considered for a job in the country, for the former Barcelona player told BBC Sports Africa. I returned to Spain after winning the Under-17 World Cup and applied for jobs in Spanish leagues. You see, you have been rejected. The country you played for, the country you brought glory, never considered you. Didn't even know you existed. But you are blaming those that considered you, those that looked at you in the first place, those that gave you a chance, those that you did not bring glory to their country. You are talking about them. They have their own people to consider first before you, but you have the right to talk about them. But in your own country, they are considering foreigners to be coaches. This is why one Nigeria will kill all of you. You will not progress. You will not be anywhere. You will not be anything. Just a miscreant. The writing is on the wall. Did you see what they did to Keshi? You have forgotten. All of us have forgotten. Yes. He coached for Nigeria. He won. He brought glory. But it's not good enough. They brought white person. Has he brought you glory more than Keshi did? No. Did they consider Amuneke? No. But Tanzania considered him. And this is your giant of Africa. When African countries can see the potentials in Biafrans, the one Nigerianists cannot see their potentials. They are sitting on your progress. They are suffocating you. They know you'll be great, And the last thing they'll see is to see you progress. They hate you. They hate your ancestors. They hate everything about you, and they will continue to promote their agenda. Sadly enough, as I might say, your brothers are assisting them. Your mothers are assisting them. Your elders are assisting them. Your senators are colluding with them. Those in the house are colluding with them. Your judiciary members are colluding with them. Why then are you existing? Why then are you complaining? You might as well surrender. You might as well say, I am no longer Igbo. As many are disclaiming, they answer Igbo name, they put disclaimer, beware. What you are looking at is not an Igbo man. Do not take everything you hear as a fact. And then, in parenthesis, I may soon declare my true identity, Fulani agent. And most of them are. They are doing it. They are even recruiting their relatives to switch. And these are the people occupying your land. These are the people drinking the water where they defecate in. For over 60 years, they have never seen progress. And they are being killed. Did you remember the Delta guy, the Asaba guy, whether he's from Warrior somewhere, a very good player in a club? When the Fulanis came, what did they do? They shot him dead. Cold-blooded killing. Have you forgotten the way they picked up the chiefs and started killing them? And what do they tell you? It is the miscreants. They are hoodlums, and they are cultists. Has anybody come to say it is the Fulanis? And it is the Fulanis, because the soldiers were the ones that came. Was IPOB there when they were invading your communities? No. Did you blame IPOB? No. But today, you are telling me that IPOB is the terrorist. Sadly enough, those in the villages don't even know what is happening. Those in the cities don't even know what is happening. They have refused to see what is happening around them. They are being sandwiched, blindsided. You witness the roadblock. This is the season. For over 6 years, you sweated, you cried, you lamented. Were IPOB members the one mounting the roadblock? No. It is the Fulani Janjaweed in the police uniform, army uniform, road safety uniform, navy uniform, air force uniform, mounting roadblocks. And what indicates to you that you are in Biafra land? Including Asaba, including Bayelsa, including whatever state you are in Biafra land, you experience the same symptoms, roadblocks. Even Akwa Ibom, even Cross River, but you are not Biafran. They extorted money from you. They punish you. They even shot at you for not having enough money in your pocket. But they gave the royalty, exclusive monopoly, to their much beloved son, their much beloved father, who they want to be the Africa richest man. They are using him as the pointing arrow to siphon money. One person building refinery to refine the crude oil from your backyard, which your son is only the oil pipeline guide. Put down your arms, and we will give you a job to be the gate man of the pipeline. As they do that, they are in charge. They are in charge of the production. Whatever goes out, whatever comes in. Your brother lamented he was not considered for coaching. As long as you have that your badge as a Biafran, they will not consider you. Okonjo-Iweala, did they consider her? No. When she was making progress, bringing glory to them, she was booted out. And the saga continued. Ezekwesili, when she was fighting, thinking she was fighting for them, she spoke in their favor. They disgraced her. She's a Biafra. Do they learn their lessons? No. Do they know how to pack up and go and re-strategize? No. They keep opening their mouth to be seen, to be noticed, as they die in silence. When they were planning that protest in Lagos, did you remember when the police warned, you cannot protest? Why can't you protest? What is wrong with protest? What is wrong with people telling you that what you are doing is not efficient, that the country is not moving in the right direction, in the wrong direction? Why is it that it is not check and balances? Why can't people tell you that from your mistakes you can correct and go the right way? No, you don't want to go the right way. You want to continue making the mistakes. Therefore, whoever comes to tell you that you are making a mistake must be quenched. Is that democracy? You heard him. The police command wants parents and guardians to discourage their children or words from embarking on any protest in the state, Lagos State. And the protest ironically is even in favor of the so-called law enforcement they are using. And recently they got a raise. And the same people that got a raise are the ones shooting at you when you are talking on their behalf. You see, when people are so wicked, when people are so blind, when people are so evil-minded, when you are helping them, they will not realize it. When you are fighting for better conditions that will favor them, they will not realize it. For the fact that they have already made up their mind that whatever you do is a threat to them, even mere hello. It's like putting hand in your pocket to say hello, then they say, I am a killer. Maybe he has a gun to kill me, and you shoot. It is dirty mind that guides you, the way you respond to people. Any which way you go, the land you are talking about is not your land. They have taken it over. Have you ever questioned Aliyu why oil in Biafra belongs to Jigawa? No. And then you had to echo lamenting. And what gets you so much sickening is that he continued to say South. A learned man talking about South. Come up, stand up and be counted. Stand up as a man and say Biafra land. If you don't want to say it, because as I watched somebody say, I swear to uphold the Constitution. And who is that? The same man. That your swearing will not let you tell the truth. But you are proud enough to understand that Zamfara is free to use their gold to help their people. You don't have the power to use your oil to help your people because the control has been taken away from you. And the president is in charge. And you will continue to be the oil pipeline guard. That is your assignment. All those people that protested in the north, did they shoot them? No. All those people that have been protesting against the president, did they shoot them? No. All those that come to say, Buhari, shame on you, did they shoot them? No. What is their fear? It is okay for their children to protest. It is okay for their women to protest. It is okay for their men to protest. But it is not okay for you from the south to protest against the Fulani government. What is their fear? Oh, Boko Haram started with protest, but they are in charge of Boko Haram. They created the Boko Haram terrorists. They poured money on. Well, the recent incident in UAE, doesn't that open your eyes? The government that is responsible for terrorism is telling you that those that were arrested funding Boko Haram, they will send people to come and negotiate on their behalf to free them. I have given you two direct facts. Those Fulanis protesting against Buhari, they were not shot. I didn't see much any police or military presence. Not to talk of shooting any of them. They know their right. They know freedom of speech. It is for them, not for you, because it benefits them. I told you about the young boy who filmed a Nigerian politician shooting at Insta's program that was killed. And you have all the media houses, their own, one of their own was killed. Did any of them cover it? No. Did any of them say about it? No. And that is the evil. That is the evil of the media, that you expect to tell you what is happening. And that is why IPOB is a terrorist organization, because our leader said, I will destroy you with the truth. And he is destroying them with the truth. The truth, only the truth, will set you free. And for the zoo to be free, for the Oduduwas to be free, they must embrace the truth. For Otom and his people, Gowon, Danjuma, and all whatnot, for you to be free, you must embrace the truth. Biafrans, stop being deceived. Embrace the truth for you to be free. You have been under cover. They have covered you with lies. No single truth, nothing whatsoever, and you believe. Ask somebody in Abuja what is happening, they will not tell you. But miles and miles away, mayhem is taking place. And when are you going to wake up? You don't have a president. Up till now, you are still using the presidency. Jerry Rawlings just passed away, and it was flashed across everywhere. They have nothing to hide. Their hero is dead, and they will accord him 7 days mourning, befitting mourning for their hero. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? And the worst crime the presidency will commit, love Buhari or hate Buhari, didn't he deserve better than he got? Didn't he deserve better than what was done to him, just to hold on to power? Think again. 200 million fooled, 200 million deceived, excepting those few numbers that acknowledged, that know the truth. And nobody in the media can investigate. People are being murdered, genocide taking place in Obibo. No media presence, from the zoo to the scene. The synagogue was burned, no media to the scene. This is not the first time, it's not the second time they are attacking the Jewish faith. They go little by little. They do the first one, no consequences, no retaliation. They go to the next phase. They kill one, you don't retaliate. That's fine. It's okay to kill one. Now let's try 3. They kill 3, no response. Okay, now they don't value their lives. Well, we might as well kill 10. They kill 10, no retaliation. Oh well, man, the road is clear. Let's slaughter them. Let's massacre them. They kill 100. No retaliation. All you hear is they are killing us. They are killing us. They are killing us. Who is killing you? The Fulani Janjaweed. Who is talking on your behalf? IPOB. Now you leave those killing you to attack the ones saving you. Where is your sense of jurisdiction? And where is the sense of your judgment? You don't know the boundary, and you cannot be able to interpret, judge, make perfect decision as to what is happening to you and your people. It is just only to antagonize and attack those fighting on your behalf. Now you see why they say IPOB is a terrorist organization. And I have told you why it is only in the zoo that to whom it may concern, that is those benefiting from the situation, just like from the clip you had I played first. Those benefiting from it are those Scotland suffocating progress and the truth. Our leader warned you. The youth, if you embark on protest, go all the way, no break. If you break, they will come hunting you. They will come and pick all of you up one by one. Is it not happening? Is it a crime to protest? If it is a crime to protest, why is it when the Fulanis protest, they insult the president, they burn anything concerning the president, nobody shoots at them? The law is for them, not for you. And that there tells you there is nothing like when Nigeria. You don't have the right. The right of freedom of expression has been taken away from you. You are a slave. You can't speak. The law of freedom of expression has been taken away from you. You don't have a land because the land decree took your land away. You don't have your waterways because your waterways have been taken over. And they will continue to do the same over and over again until you wake up. Until you learn to fight for yourself. Until you learn to believe in yourself. That is the way it is. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, Mazalosia. My name is Simon.
Welcome. Go ahead.
I'm calling from American Spain. I'm from Omakushinolo, in Biafra land. The Chukwu bless every IPOB family members all over the world. Bless our leader, Mazen Nandekano. Anyway, any people he is consulting now, the Chukwu Agama gave him wisdom to know how to trade, how to walk. For him to trade against the lion and serpent, then he's going out and coming in the place. He said, may he protect every one of us and our deputy anywhere they are, any trying time. Every one of us are going to be strong. Chukwu Abiyama will see us through. The mighty name of Chukwu Abiyama, I pray. He said. You know, I do normally receive some call from some people. Some of them that we are saying a lot of things, calling us name. But one thing I ask them, all this you are seeing this way, I am there. It's not like that. These people, this plan of systematically extermination of our people do not start today. Even before the tagging of IPOB, if you check in that our brothers in the riverine area, they were tagged militant, shoot aside. It can be labeled this name. It can be called this name to be killed. They start fighting themselves. But for them to start to tag even our own self, to tag himself included, that is what get me confused. And some of the people we call our leaders, those say that we should listen to them. Those say that their way is the way. So it is up to this extent that our people will go and meet weekend. After that, they start crafting for weekend. Like some people that went and saying Buhari got you. I mean, I know. This is men I do respect those days. This is exactly what they did again in this second time. Okay. What I want, what will be. But thank God that our leader predicted all these things far back in 2014. Please, every one of you, this is a trying time. Be strong. If you do anything that makes them to suspend you or whatever, be strong. Do not get out or start doing things that would damage your name in future to come. Do not be those saboteurs. Do not join them. Please. No matter who you are. My God is here, you know, even some of our brothers in our Odudua land, even our in-laws, at least my senior sister married to a Yoruba man. It wasn't easy to me that time to accept it. But I never know. Some of them are realizing what is going on. Even some people I met yesterday that came out. But what are they going to do? Is what make them to be scared. Who to trust, this and that. We are still here. This fight now is fight for everybody. For our survival. Because if you go cool down, have time to listen to the interview of our leader, Marvin Nandikan with Dele Mahmoud, can see this is another different type of person. That's why immediately he go out behind that mic, since he's sending message, it's not him there. When you interview him and talk to him daily, at least you get wisdom. Because Dele Mahmoud himself confessed it. But the ego and the envy and jealousy, why
Simon, you're off. You're off. Thank you anyway. Your line is off. So it is the way it is. People are very conniving. People are deceitful. They don't tell the truth. And when you tell the truth, you are their enemy. They rather live in darkness than face the truth. And how can you survive? Tell me how you can survive. I gave you instances of what is happening to our own people in the same environment they claim it is one Nigeria. And who are you deceiving? Who are you deceiving? They make a comment, they say we did not. It is them. They know the country is for them. And they're telling you that you're one does not mean that you're one. They just want you to be quiet in their country because the country belongs to them, not to you. The country belongs to them, not to you. And they are telling you the presidency. The presidency. Our people must wake up. Our people must understand that whatever they do will come to haunt them. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marginalization.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Sukwimano. I'm a native of Ishagwe, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I greet you once more, Marginalization, for the effort you are putting in place every day for your people. I greet our leader, President Kano, for a time like this. What happened to our people is unbelievable. When you have no leader, the people suffer. When I start to hear anything about Inyinemodo and the leadership of Ohanese, who's supposed to stay at the front, replying back anything that's coming from Sokoto Caliphate, or for so-called Arewa and their elders, youth and all this and that, our own side become a caricature because of the type of people they call themselves leaders, starting from Inyinemodo. I feel very, very bad. But notwithstanding, I think this time everybody must stand firm. Because what the Sokoto did to the River State, to Nyesomike as a governor, is to open the old wounds that our leaders have tried so much to bring everybody together. Then we can feel that he is a strong man, that he can say whatever he wants to say or do whatever he wants to do. I'm sorry for him. If we can understand the something that is destroyed for another 20 or 30, 50 years after he has died and gone, then he will understand that he destroyed the future of their people. How I wish we understand where he's going now, or else all the money he's stealing and looting that is making him to crazy as a mad dog or whatever, those money is nothing than freedom. Our leaders have done so much for everybody. Even the abandoned property Our leader has said so many things. Nobody is interested about abandoned property. Because what will happen to that time is well known to some of us who are there, who are at that time. Mbako fought it very well as a lawyer then. After the whole thing, what happened has happened. We need to come and open that wound, making the way for Fulanese to make a slave of our people. Oh God. Well, what I'm trying to say is this. I encourage my leader, our leader Nnamdi Kanu. You have done so much. I want to bring to the table of this alignment between the Yorubas and our leader and the Middle Belt. If they miss this opportunity to bring their people together and fought for this Fulani Janjaweed Islamization and Fulanization, it will be very, very bad. Because as far as Nigeria is concerned, there is no future for them. The Fulani has introduced stealing, looting, kidnapping. Everything in Nigeria has been destroyed. The criminals are ruling Nigeria, from the federal government to the state. You can see what is happening about the so-called governors. All of them is not looking back. What they need is to steal and to loot and to do whatever they want to do. Whatever is happening to their people is not their business. But nevertheless, we will continue battling and fighting. Because enough is enough. I have never seen a thing like this. Some of us 70 years are plus now. When we are seeing what is happening, it's terrible. It's very, very terrible. That our people has been, because of bad leadership of Engineer Road and their group, they have bring themselves so low to the lowest of a human being. Even animals in the bush cannot do it. Engineer Road, it will not good for you. You have destroyed Igbo race. Your portion is hellfire. You will not be your name and your family will remain like Judas. If Judas's carrot is far better than your family. You have destroyed Igbo race. It will not go well with you forever and forever. The day you will die, it will be a surprise for you. You and the Wazulite and all of you group up, making Igbo a great nation to be useless as you want to put it. Oh God. Time will tell. Thank you very much, Mazaloze, for all the effort and all the whole thing you are doing for your people. Anybody who feels that is not supporting our leader is a fool. You are not doing anything for our leader. Our leader is helping you. I mean, some people, if you feel that our leader start to say one thing or the other, you are wasting your time. Our leader is helping you, because without our leader, if you are living in America, if you are living in Europe, anywhere you are living, you will be there as a slave. One day, the country will decide to send down all the Nigerians down to Nigeria. One president can come up and do it, and all of you will suffer it. So it's the best thing for you to join up and fight for your freedom and your unborn generation, because anything Nigeria is evil and will remain so. Thank you very much, Mazaloze, for all the efforts you are putting in place every day for your people. Thank you very much. All right, Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you. Um, the response to that is that we are responsible for our future. We are responsible for where we go, and whatever we do, our people come first. Our people come first. But do we actually understand what that means? If you cannot put your interest first, then there is a problem. When other people are putting their interest first, you are supposed to. Caller, your name and where you call from. Good morning.
Good evening, sir.
Good morning from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Is talking from South Africa. Yesterday I've tried so many times to break through to you after your first caller yesterday, which led to my heart broken because of that call and also your reaction on yesterday. I've never seen you in that mood before, of crying for your people, which all of us have been crying. But it seems like we don't know what is happening, that God have heard our prayer. The message I heard yesterday when you cried was to tell you, and that our brother that called and cried, that God have heard our prayer, and we are going home soon. It's very heartbreaking that they are killing our people. It's very heartbreaking that somebody is unleashing mayhem on their own people. It's very heartbreaking that things that are happening is happening in our land. But soon it will be over. I'm encouraging every Biafra. Soon it will be over. God have heard our prayer. I couldn't stand it the whole day yesterday when a man like you, after many years fighting for the freedom of your people, in those days and even now, was broken like that. What about us that did not witness the war? My elder brother lost his life during the war. I was born just after the war. But it was very difficult for me to see people like you who were veterans in those days, to still feel the same way you feel now during those days where you were fighting for your fatherland and your motherland. I want to remind every Biafran that we have been in existence before Nigeria was created. So if anyone is saying, or if anyone standing by the side and thinking that we are not going to put our heads together to get our freedom, it's wasting their time, just like your last caller. You, Mazin Kano, and the deputy, and every other person is fighting for the freedom of everyone. It's not for us only, because we are in diaspora. We can decide to live our life without doing anything. But it's for the betterment of our children and our born children and our people that have been trapped in Biafra land. As they continue doing the good job, I have nothing much to say than to tell you that your cry.
Your line is off. Yesterday, people got to me. When you hear my friend Anayo crying, you hear the other one from South Africa. Now I want to this my crying. Sometimes people's mood get you, but they think you can get out of it is this. My mood was down yesterday. I choked yesterday. It's not People should hold on. Let me get this across. I don't care how many people that come, but just hold on. When I'm here, I'm scanning across. I know what I'm looking at, but most of you are not looking at it. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at New York. Chidera was what the name I was talking about was Chidera. I'm here looking at the children. Okay, your line cut off. You're back on. Yeah, just finish what you're saying. Go ahead and finish what you're saying.
Yes. Okay. Your cry and the cry of all the people that have been killed and all that our brother are calling yesterday. Chukwuka Kabama have heard all of us. And it's well with us, and we are going home soon. Thank you, Mazu. God bless you.
Thank you. Crying. Okay, that's well. If so be better. I know what happened yesterday. I know I choked, but people choke. Presidents choke. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm very strong. I'm very, very strong. If I'm not strong, I wouldn't do this. But what I want everybody to understand, if you think that what we are doing here is a joke, think again. Think again. Because when you die for nothing, you are in your home. Somebody travels across the desert, walks right into your yard, into your backyard, and kill you. Understand what I'm looking at and see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. I will shut this phone off and let me finish what I'm saying. People should hold on. For over 100 years, from the 60s, as I can recall, you're under siege. Why are you under siege? You are from the east, you are Igbo. Why are you under siege? The young man, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, lost his father, lost his mother, for you. And you're telling me you don't have brain to think. Ojukwu wasted all his resources for you, and you're telling me you can't reason. Many young men led their lives for you. You're telling me you can't reason. Somebody comes from Sahel region, brand himself Fulani with his nama, and walk right into your backyard, and your brother, your own brother, lets them in with the cow to destroy your crops. You are helpless. Your own brother. Now, is that man your brother or the brother of the Fulani? Now, if you want to know how I reason, I will tell you how I reason. Here you have somebody from Oduduwa. He didn't see what you saw. Now he sees what you see. He takes a stand that it will not happen to me. It will not happen to my son. Here we draw the line. But you that started seeing it, but you that were the victim and you are still the victim, will go and embrace the people that are killing you, that are raping your wife in your presence. What makes you a man? Raping your mother in your presence, no reaction. Raping your daughter in your presence, no reaction. The insult, you cannot justify that. No reaction. You are busy running around. Look at what I'm looking at, okay? Now, your mother and your grandmother is in her farm, cultivating. Somebody walks from Daura with his nama, comes to your farmland and destroy it. And you're watching. And you have other villagers watching. Nobody is saying anything. Why are you not saying anything? If I say something, they are going to kill me. What life are you living when somebody will come from Daura and come to your farm and destroy your crops and walk away scot-free? But your son, your father, your in-law, whoever is the one bringing them, speaking hopeless English and giving you orders. I am the governor. And he's not protecting you. But another point I want you to see, and you see, every day I do this, it piles upon my head. It's filling my brain. Okay, I can talk to you and you walk away, but me talking to you, I don't walk away. It remains in my brain. Okay, I sit down every day, start scanning what is happening. Igbo race is the only race I know of all races that this thing will happen to them and they won't talk. Igbo race is the only race that anything blessed and given to them is trashed. Why? Because they are looking for 1 naira, 2 naira, 3 naira. And then my question is this: you have failed to save your mother, your father, your daughter, your wife, and your grandmother in quest to get a contract from Abuja. That contract they will take from you any day they choose. And you are there telling them that from today you are no longer Okori, that you are Musa. How low can you get? How low can you get? And you running around with bombastic titles, hopeless, worthless titles. It is only in East, in Biafra land, that this happens. As we speak, it is still going on. We are losing our land. We have disgraced our ancestors. And then look at the Onisha Head Bridge. What happened? Youths were murdered, shut up. Even animals have not been murdered that way. What did your leaders say? Nothing. What did Johannes say? Nothing. What did the governor say? Nothing. What kind of person are we? And what kind of people are we? Is this worth fighting for? You are having children. Now, if you want me to tell you exactly the issue, the little child you just gave birth to yesterday or day before yesterday, for what? For who? What's his future? You might not survive to see the fate of that your child, because at the rate at which they are killing you, with the help of your brothers and your Ezes and the Igwes, that child might not grow up to know you. That child might not grow up not to know his community. All he sees, or all she sees around him or her, are the Fulanis, and that child would not have a trace or memory of you, because even if you embrace their Islamic agenda, they will kill you, because you're not Islamic enough to be alive. Any which way you go, you lose. Now you see the way I'm reasoning. Do you hate the Fulanis? You have a reason to. But that's not in our blood. Is every Fulani the culprit? Not. But for the Oduduwas, you started this journey before the Oduduwas. For them to overtake you and draw a line. Why then are our own people's case different? Do you walk away and say to hell with it? Or do you say you keep on fighting? How long will it take for you people that are blind to see? How long will it take for you people that are dumb and cannot speak to open your mouth? How long will it take you people that have 2 ears to open up your ears and listen? But look at the people you have in high places, but they cannot use it to save you. Give that chance to a Fulani man, he will do numbers on you. Give that chance to an Oduduwa person, he will do numbers on you. But give that to a Biafra, be you from Akwa Ibom, be you from Cross River, be you from Delta, be you from, you have the same characteristics, and that is why you are the same trait. We are hopeless and we are shameless. People fight for their people, but we don't fight for our own. Rather, we deny who we are. We chew ourselves up and spit out. Quest to be better. Quest for notoriety. As our house burn, we pursue glory and wealth. Now this is the way I reason. Where do we go from here? Are we learning? If you're not learning, you're not living. There is no way you can survive if you don't learn from the past. And the past is repeating itself right in your house, right in your backyard, right in front of you. Who are those talking? Who are those listening? And who are those doing the work? The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Call your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good evening from Biafra land here. This is Oche Biafra calling from Ahaba in the Biafra land.
Welcome.
Mazi, yeah, Mazi, I must told you, you know, all these our politics, all these people that claim to be a governor, just like what you people are saying in the media, they don't have brain. All these people who claim to be a lawyer, they don't have brain, because even the people who claim to be a governor, we have seen it that it's their own pocket that they always face on. If not, why must the president don't even have certificates, and it's really them who go to school? Can't you see it? Even they claim to have a barrister also. My brother, of course, I just call to greet our leader, because our leader have made us to know many things. The Nigeria now the Nigeria has finished. They are just playing game. Even like the conversation that our leader have with that Yoruba man who they speak. Our leader said it all for that clip that you people normally play. He said it all. Even he answered all the questions that man threw on. He answered it clearly, and the man have get it correct. I thank God as our leader has wake us up. Let's forget about all these governors and yes and weekend. All these people, they are road elements, just like our all these people who claim to be a governor or senators, they are criminals, or which if I said the same thing with your Igbo or the same thing, all these people, they are rook. They don't even have a level for our land again. Of course, our land will always open up to swallow them, as our deputy will normally told us. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you, Biafra. Let me put it very, very, very tough. We are all the same. We are all criminals. Not just the governors. You and I are criminals. Because the same people that are being killed, you have a group that are being paid to kill their own fellow people, and they accept the money to kill their own fellow people. They are not governors. They are not chiefs. They are Ezes. They are Ezes. They are Ezes. Let me say this to Chinyere. Chinyere, you are calling. I think if you are listening, if I answer your phone, I will insult you like nobody has ever insulted you. Chinyere, you are calling. If I pick up this phone and answer you, I will insult you as nobody else have ever insulted you. So I think, stop calling. You are not interested in what is happening to your people. So don't call. Do not call. My mood changed yesterday. If you ever open your mouth and talk rubbish, I will insult you. You are part of the problem of what is happening to our people. For your people to die and nothing touches you, you don't belong to anything. Why are you calling? Keep quiet and let your people die. When you leave the United States, I'll see where you go. If you are one of the helpers, so be it. Do not call. You have no room here. I can answer your phone. I don't discriminate. But each time you call, you talk rubbish. I just want to let you know. Anything you want to do, go home and do it. Do it for the people at home. Don't call me. Don't call me. This radio is open for everybody. But I warn you beforehand. If I pick your phone and you open your mouth, I will finish you. If you are crazy, keep it to yourself. If you are mute, unmute yourself. Put on your thinking cap. Nobody enjoys insult. But I respect your personality. Keep it to yourself. And this is why we don't go anywhere. You respect people, they take you for a ride. Our people have a problem. Our people have serious issues. We have overlooked this for a very, very long time. You hear the radio, you listen to the radio. Why are you hiding listening to the radio? And what's your contribution to it? Nothing. Than to insult people. To go off, you start like you want to know what you say. Then I don't know if somebody is sending you. Then you try to. Your people are dying. We know. We told you it's going to happen, and it is happening. To be warned, is to be forearmed. I'm just warning you. It's either we survive or we perish. That's what it is. If our race is not worthy to be a race, so be it. But our leader has stood fast. Where are the rest of them? It is like those that Christ cured of their leprosy. Only few came to say thanks. What happened to the rest? Trouble is in our land. It's your land. It's my land. and we are helping them to get it. I did not say you are saying we are helping to let them take it, because we point fingers. It is you, not me. It is we that are responsible. It is we that are responsible. Not just pointing hands at the governors. If you tell me go, and if a governor tells me go, I say I'm not doing it. You can't tell me to go and kill somebody that has done nothing and I'll go and kill that person. You can't give money to a teenager to go and kill his fellow teenager and he does that. He too is a criminal. If your governors give you money to go and kill somebody and you accept and you clap hands, you are also guilty of the offense. So you can't exclude yourself. If you see where crime is happening and you don't participate, you are equally contributing to the crime. So for us to watch what the Fulanis are doing, and then they will pay you money to go and point to you, and for you to go and point to them who is the one that is challenging them, and you go and point, you are also a problem, not just the governors. And you open your mouth to say this and that, you are commander-in-chief of a criminal gang, to go and kill your brother, as if your brother picks up something to kill you, you won't die. It is only in Biafra land that show you the scope, the extent of our rot. We are rotten. We are rotten people. It took us a while to realize the extent of our decay. Now, where do we go from here? We have hit the bottom. Where do we go from here? Of our decay. Now, where do we go from here? We have hit the bottom. Where do we go from here?
After 1970, we were born. I believe that the food they are being given to us is being poisoned. I believe it. Because the way, they were, the system is controlled by non-Biafran. In every way, they control your education, they control your church, they control the food you eat, they control everything you got, everything. You can't compete in any way. So when you see our people doing what they're doing, I want to be, fair to them. I think something is wrong from the mind. And you cannot cure it very, very easy like that. Had it been I didn't come to UK, I may be behaving the way they are behaving. I am trying to let them know you are in poverty. And this is what put you in poverty. It's Nigeria. Put you in poverty. The driver of Nigeria is Fulani people. What is the problem that you cannot understand that your pain is my pain? I am telling you something that is going to be good for you. Why can't you accept water? Okay, do the math within yourself. You Igbo man, you Ijo, you Ishakiri. Do the math. Look at what Fulani is doing within their own people. Opening door, bringing their people to come into Nigeria. And you from Ijo, you Wike is fighting with Igbo man. The issue of Wike, we must go and find out. You know some of these people in that riverine area. The other one they are calling Bridge. I'm gonna finish her. In case people who don't know who's talking, this is Augustine Gaishu. I'm talking. when you see my face, look, it is me. I'm going to finish that woman. We are not here to play business. Biafra is no negotiable. You have an option. You neither stay with us or you pack your team and move to the north. And we will settle you. When did it? When Biafra come, we will even go to the north and buy land, build the most beautiful house you have never seen in your life, and give it to you. Don't come back again. We want to come out of the system, including me that is in Europe. And we're telling you, Nigeria must think. Rather than you following us, disrespectful, you're arguing with us. It's an insult in the highest level. You see this man called Louis Farrakhan, yeah? You see Louis Farrakhan. I want all these Biafrans who is educated the way he do. All these Biafran educated people, that is his age. I want you to deal with Louis Farrakhan. Tell him to tell Babangida, they'll tell OIC to refund 23 million. They steal from us. They must refund that money because my mother need money. And that money, my mother will get it. Nobody give OIC the right to take 23 million from the poorest people, poorest Nigeria. OIC, Organization of Islamic criminals, they take the money. Why we are suffering? And we keep quiet, everything gone the way it always gone. This time around, it's not going to go. All of you Biafra who is telling you tomorrow, because you hear me say it now. Later on they will tell you Islam is a good religion. You can't tell me this nonsense. Refund this money now, otherwise Islam will not be in Biafra land. Let me tell you, crime pay, you will know who we are. You see today, I see a clip regarding to this Egyptian Prime Minister, Morsi, talking about I think they're gonna bring money to support to Joe Biden for court. This is their game. This is their game. You see, this is people. Their game is like that. Biafra is a problem to them. They will do every loophole. They will get it, lock it up. So we must watch these people and follow them. When we are tweeting, we don't tweet because it's Igbo or because it's ours. We tweet and get our problem out. And we are ready to challenge anybody. Mazalo, that's all I want to see today. Say to you. And thank you for your good job. Praise you now. Now they try. I know Hamarike, I haven't heard from him. I hope it's okay. Consistency. That's the key. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Google. That's now I think you have an idea of what I'm saying. Those that are in a position to get us out of this mess are the ones putting us in this mess. And they corrupt the local ones. They corrupt those that cannot reason, those that are not equipped to understand what is going on. You corrupt them. And what do you expect them to do? You poison their mind. You help turn them against their own brothers. Just for what? And I ask you, when all is said and done, when the children you are having this year grow up and you are gone, what will they say you've done for them? You betrayed them. Why then did you even attempt bringing them into the world? What was handed over to you, you did not hand over to your children. You handed them over to the Fulanis. So you hated your children so much. Why did you bring them in? What do you have for them? What did you plan for them? You are a politician. Politicizing what? Preaching what? Call her your name and where you're calling from. Call her your name and where you're calling from. Your line is gone. Call her your name and where you're calling from.
Master, good morning. This is your brother Bidio Benny from Los Angeles, calling you this morning.
Welcome, Mazi.
I had you this morning. Heartbreaking. I want to appreciate God Almighty for the time of that day. And my brother, it doesn't matter how we look at it. These people that are doing all this to us are no more than us. They are not more. They're just a handful of people. The problem lies within the people that are being oppressed. We have gone to the era of somebody going around and pointing out where IPOB is having a meeting, or pointing out people who say they're indigenous or participants of this noble project. We have gone to that era. Because apparently the person that is talking and shouting and tweeting and running their mouth all over, it does not even understand freedom. That is the key. That's the problem. I'm looking at the whole situation. A lot of liars, a lot of wicked people, a lot of sellouts in this. I'm talking about this family. I'm not talking about Nigerians. So it's up to us. I have said it time without numbers. The only characteristics that is designated for freedom is truth. God himself is truth. God himself is mercy, his love, his kind. All kinds of things he is. He's everything. The one thing that he requires from us to step into freedom is truth. That's all. That is difficult for us. Difficult. That's the only problem that is holding us here. If not, these people are nobody. I want to give you 2 examples. How can somebody be talking about freedom with their bare mouth? I mean, for the people that are yelling and shouting and singing and acting for whosoever that is out there to give them Biafra. And they dress up in regalias, but they cannot put a $10 or even 20 naira into the struggle. For the people at home, we are not asking you for $1. Just put $20 naira. For the ones that are in diaspora, put $10 or €10 wherever you are. Then we'll see. One thing is the lies that has infested everywhere. Lies. People are lying. They are not telling us the truth. They are not speaking the truth to brothers. Now, as you think about this, even in different community meetings in our land today, they have meetings. They make dues. You must pay your dues. Once you step inside the avenue of the meeting, the first thing you do is to do what? Is to make your payment. You pay your dues. You answer your question. And you sit down. Whatever that is brought or the host brought is just by the way. Now, according to our forefathers, with the way they arrange it is the Anna or will take when they call your name in that meeting, you bring your money. That's how they identify who is a part of it. If you are not doing this, you are not part of it. But we are now in the era of people that are professing Biafra just to meet some money, to take a few dollars, to take few naira, and solve their personal problem. That's where we are. Nobody, a lot of people that are here, and just by the way, let's see what we can gain from Biafra. Let's lie to the people in diaspora so we can get money. Let's lie to the people back home so they can feel that they can do the movement, and meanwhile we are not giving them what they need. You see that? It goes both ways. And here we are. Until we get down and tell ourselves the truth. Until we do that. Because you can't tell me there are all these crowds that I've seen over this year in support of what we're doing cannot put their resources together and fight this monster. Every time we are on the receiving end. I'm glad you said something. There was something you said I would have called you earlier when you said we are sitting down here. We do have come up and put a stop to what is happening in their land. So we know it's talking and designing. We can, to put an astute structure and organize ourselves to do what we need to do. We cannot. And our work leaking everywhere. And lives are being lost. My brother, until we listen to the word of God, it doesn't matter. You can go 100 years back in your tradition or culture, because we can see people doing all kinds of things, telling you that you need to go back to their culture before they can get the root, or they can get to where they need to go. And we know that that's where we were when the white men came and manipulated and defeated us, right? Then we want to go back there so we can get our freedom. But we are not being objective. The moment we're objective, can't speaking the truth, when somebody does something that does not add up, you tell the person, stop. Then we can go home. The only attribute is truth. And this is why when I'm looking at all these pictures, when I come here and I tell Biafrans that are truly supporting this thing, stay stable. The second one is to be truthful in all your undertakings. The third one is humility. Because once you are in the habit of telling the truth, that yeast in you will dissolve. You won't even see it in your life. It's not going to be there. But when you start lying, that's when you want to put on some, substance to make you who you are not. You put in yeast and you get bloated. That's my submission again this morning. We must get down and do what we have to do. One good thing is that we are standing on the moral ground, the higher moral ground. But if we continue to tell ourselves the false or wrong things or lies, God will be laughing. We talk about Israelites, 40 years in confusion, running around the wilderness. Ours is times 2, if not times 4. Because we should have learned some example. My brother, I thank you so much for what you're doing for us.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must stop our people from not seeing their mistakes. Our problem is all over, from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top. You are hungry, that doesn't mean you're going to steal. And for you to find a better way to earn a living, what it is that prevents you from not progressing, you get it out of your way. The Fulanis, they have scuttled you, and they have put that in their system that affects you. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good morning, Marginalization here. This is Ben Okafor calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Welcome, Ben.
Yeah, thank you, sir, and thank you for your wonderful program. Yes, everything I'm hearing today was centered on the point that I was trying to bring to the forebear yesterday when I called in. But today I would like to start on a very positive note, because I don't think somebody mentioned it this morning, and I'm very happy he did, regarding the speech, or rather the interview our Onyendu had with Dele Mahmoud. It's a masterpiece for the ages. And just a week to go and listen to that interview, because he was asking who is Mazin Namdekanu. Who is he? Pretending like he hasn't heard about that name. All the ways Mazin did before they invaded his house. He never heard about him. And now he's pretending and having the gut to challenge Mazin Namdekanu. Is it in terms of looks? Is it in terms of intellect? Is it in terms of oratory? Or is it in terms of knowledge? Where does one just a week stand to be saying what he said about Tunimbi? I don't get it. I don't get it. He did him when God created Mazin Namdekanu and created him, he was like creating an opposite of something that is beautiful. So I don't know where Jason Wike stands by opening his mouth to say that. And that leads me to the next item that I would like to deal with. You see, no matter what Nyangodu did before, but you know what Nyangodu did in Igbocha, it is the worst. Somebody said that even Judah is better than him, and he is correct. Because Nyangodu, despite the one that would have, the one that would have stood as the worst thing he did, was the premature coming into the air to start apologizing that Igbo people destroyed Lagos. That was when he was trying to destroy what was going on, and to bring that unity back between the Igbos and the Yoruba. Then the Afenifere intervened, and he was just pushed back. He tucked his tail behind his legs and ran. Then he surfaced in Igbocha. Let me tell you, if I forgive him for whatever he's done before, you see those 2 things he did, going to accept the false claim that Igbo people destroyed Igbo Lagos in Yoruba property. I don't know where this man. Well, I was meant to understand that they had a meeting. That is when they had other meetings, including what Mr. Wike did. They had a meeting and they decided that this is the path they will go in order to create that community that would now make all these demonstrations null and void. So, Nyangodu has done the worst thing anybody from Igbo land has ever done, by going to Igbocha and doing what he did, and then singing a singing song, praising and saying he will follow somebody who is denying himself his Igbo-ness, at the same time denying him Wodo, that is not from the same place with him. How can you be following somebody who said, I am not part of you, who has killed your sons and daughters, and your mothers and your fathers, their children, in cold blood? You are singing a song following somebody that was rejecting you, castigating you. You have done the worst thing any Igbo man had ever done. I'm telling you that. I looked at that video. I didn't see Governor Obiano there. I think he sent his deputy. He did not show up there. He seems to be the only man who is realizing what is going on and is treading very carefully. He has some brain up his head. That man, I think so. He realizes that from what I'm seeing from him, from not being broken anymore, he's retracing his steps backwards, doing what he's supposed to do, not challenging anybody, not talking to anybody, but trying to see whether he can make amends, because he realizes that that visit was a useless visit. I didn't see him there. We are watching all of them to see how they will behave, because what is going on, there is no doubt that what is going on is a genocide. And just like Obi J. said, look at the Yoruba land. Do you see any phantom dance going there? Do you see anybody being killed? The epicenter of hashtag EndSARS is in Lagos. It started in Benin, but the epicenter became Lagos. All the massacre, all the killing, the mayhem, burning, looting happened in Lagos. But did you see any Yoruba land suffer anything like we are seeing in our land? Just for the simple fact that our people are always willing to sell out. The worst is that they don't even know whom they are selling out anymore to. That's why I mentioned money. What money has done for us yesterday, I said it. That when Samuel and Yongo shed tears yesterday, and the other guy that always calls from Europe also did the same, and you chuckled, and I'm surprised that somebody noticed it. I noticed it. I'm surprised that this guy called today and said it. I didn't want to say it, but I noticed how emotionally you were distressed yesterday. You know, it's unbelievable that, you know, how many times would they kill us? How many times will they continue to kill us? And we keep quiet, just like you said. Are we the only people that watch their own people being decimated? And we are not doing anything about it. Wouldn't just somebody sit down and say, why is this happening to us? One simple reason. We have failed to understand one basic principle of survival: unity. That's what the people lack. And what is causing them that unity is their love for money. As long as we continue to chase this money, like I said yesterday, the money that will make an Igbo man to go to a foreign land and build his own home there and forgot where he came from. Anytime any people does that, then they are bound to lose their ancestral land. Because somebody who is very vigilant would notice the type of behavior that is going on within this particular group of people and will plan to take over their land. How could you go overseas to better yourself? Then you forget where you came from. And then you see that where you came from about to be taken by foreigners, like you said. Not even the Fulanis that we have been with here for the past 200 years, but people who are just newcomers, just JJC, they just come. Don't speak the language, don't know anything about the land, now killing you and taking your place, and you fail to do the simple thing: organize yourself and resist them. The Yoruba came up with Amotekun, they praised them, but when IPOB came with BSS, security services, not even carrying guns, everybody jumped on them. They want to kill them. But when Amotekun came, everybody, including our detractors, all the saboteurs, started praising them. Why don't you governors come together? Okay, let's assume that the Delta people are doing something different. What about the 5 governors in the East? What prevents them from coming together and setting up a security outfit if they are not smart enough to use IPOB to make that security? They don't know that their survival would have depended on IPOB if they know what they're doing. They don't know that they would have used IPOB as their backbone to counter any insult, to counter any, no matter whatever they have taken from them, that if these people try to give them any trouble, that it immediately mentions IPOB, that these people will back off. They're not smart enough to use that. That's how smart people do something. I remember one time when just this year some week, he said, if you bother me again, I will declare River State for Biafra. Didn't the Northerners back up? My brother, I have to stop right here because your time is up. God bless you and keep up the good work. We are listening. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm Charles. I'm calling from my location. I want to use this opportunity to greet dear friends all over the world, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom. Somebody may ask me, what is the greeting all about? There is nothing good to greet about. But I just want to have us know that there are many good things that are still installed. Just we have to be patient and work with precision, and we will definitely get there. I'm not coming to lash on anybody, but I just have to air my contribution or my view on what is going on or the development in Biafran land, more precisely at Obibo. I got a report from someone there, from an indigene who called this morning. He said to me that the people that are being killed, or the people that they brought to kill our people there, are not Nigerians. Have you heard that? Confirmed. They are not Nigerians. They are not Nigerian citizens, so to say, and those people don't speak English. They don't understand any word in English. This man, Wike, brought them with his team. Asare Tokobo is involved, and some faces you see on television saying that they are coming out criminals, this and that, and that those people are the very descendants of those that destroy our properties, our lives during Biafra war. This is what I'm getting. So they are now killing. Wike told them to kill from 14 years upward. I've got a lot of pictures of young people that doesn't even know anything about Biafra IPOB. They are just ordinary people going their whereabouts, either school or church or whatever, and the army will just target them, and those terrorists with military uniform will target them and shoot at them and kill them. And even women, they said they should also kill pregnant women because they cannot know if she's carrying boy or girl. So there is a river that is very close there that all of a sudden anybody can go and confirm my story. What I'm just saying, I have it recorded. I told him to go and record it and bring it over. So he sent a voice and he recorded everything. He said he was scared to pull out his camera. So that river, they killed a lot of people and dumped their dead bodies in that river. Now those dead bodies have floated. Those dead bodies are now floating around, and the river changed the color. You see what I'm saying? So they are killing our people, wiping our people out. They said, we can told them that there will be war. That if that war comes, I think Asare Dokubo is into this, that if that war comes, the people of Igbo extraction might join hand to fight against them. So they have to kill them from now. I hope I'm coming out clear, because our people are very, I don't know. When you give them reports, they doubt what you are saying. I cannot go and get involved into unnecessary propaganda. Anything I come here to say, I have verified it, and I'm saying it with authenticity. This is what is going on. This is what Wike and his cohort plotted to carry out, and they are carrying it out. So when you hear about people...
Rabbi.
Yes, sir. Yes?
Can you please, all of you might think I'm drunk. Can you please go back and repeat what you just said? Can you go back and repeat it? Because right from when I started, I have not even got your report. I told you over 50,000 people of Obibo have been killed. Can you please repeat, start what you said all over again? Please,
okay.
I'll give you the time.
Yes, sir. I got a report, very intelligent report. I told him, don't pull your camera out. Go and survey the place. He's an indigene of River State. He's a River State man from there. He's a brother too. So I said, go and give me a comprehensive report. He's around. He's still there. I can put him on phone, but I wouldn't want to endanger him because he's well known there. So he said that Wike gave order and brought those people from the north. That he called them from the group that controls the military wing of the zoo, to send people that there is possibility of war coming, and that when that war comes, that Igbos are much more in number in River State. That Igbos are more in population in River State. That they may join any group that comes there to decimate them. So before they could carry that thing out, let them go and reduce their population or massacre all of them. Asare Dokubo is involved in this. Asare Dokubo is much more involved in this. So they teamed up together. Anyone you see on television coming out on TV saying that these people are terrorists, this and that, they are all into it. Any person you see his face on television, mark that thing he participated or participating in ethnic cleansing. That is what is going on. So they brought the military. The military that came there are not Nigerians. They are not Nigerian indigenous citizens. No. They are from I can put my finger on Niger Republic or another surrounding of Sudan. All these countries neighboring the zoo where they are flooding in from the north. So they don't even understand the world come and go. So anytime they see when they came there, they started killing young people and young women. They kill them from 14 years upward. If you are pregnant, they will kill because they say they don't know if it's a boy or a girl. So they kill. As a matter of fact, let me put it this way. Any male child they should kill. And they are killing all Igbo male children. And the grown young men, they are killing them. They are killing them. That's what they're doing. So when they kill them, they will dump them in the river there. Either there is a river very close around, it could be Imo River. I will call him to get verification because when he was talking, I was highly upset. I was very, very upset. So they began to kill them, and the toll of the dead people there is more than 50,000 people. That is what is going on. Now the bodies of those people some of them are floating. Some of them were tied with heavy substance, and that thing dragged them at the bottom of that river, so they couldn't float. That's what is going on there. So what are they talking about? What are they? I'm not here to do blame game. I'm here to let Biafrans know what is going on. We can believe. And some of other indigenes from River State believe that Igbos are more in population. They should reduce the number of Igbo people in River State. And they using. That you can do it in another state, but you can't do it in River State. What happened was nationwide protest by young people. It was not done by any member of IPOB or Biafran. It was done collectively all over that country contraption they call Niger area. So why should we use that as an opportunity to begin to kill Igbo people more than what happened even in Rwanda? Can somebody explain that? Now, I want to tell Biafran this. For some of you who share the same state with some of the Ohanese people, some of you who share the same town with some of Ohanese people, some of you who share the same villages with some of Ohanese, and other members of IPOB that they managed to talk to that are working with these people, when this thing starts, this thing, I am predicting it, that this battle will be fought in Europe and be fought in that contraption. This thing will be fought in Europe and in that contraption. That is what I can say for now. It will be fought in Europe and it will be fought in that contraption. I have a reason for saying it. I have a reason for saying it because some of the people even in the movement have not come to terms that all Ohanese people are killing the youth of Biafrans. Some of the people in our movement, some share that notion that Ohanese people are part of them. I don't have that belief. So if Unyamodo and his cohorts and all these 5 Eastern region governors, there is no one that is exceptional. We have to be very careful. Most of us are living in foreign countries. Some of us don't have any link, intelligent link back home. And some of us will come on radio and be saying something they are not sure about. Obiano has hand into what is going on. Obiano has hands into what is going on there. You may not see him visibly because it's Anambra. He knows what Anambra means. So he may not come openly. Some are foolishly, openly there, went there to River State. Because they thought they have, like he believed that he's gotten other people. But some of the governors are very careful. Some of them went there. Some are not sure of where they're going to be. But if you are a friend to my enemy, you are my enemy. That is how it goes. Partial obedience is total disobedience. That is how it goes. I can give you many more lyrics or words that you can slow down, you can use to maybe balance the equation. I just want to let us know that this is what is going on. Any other thing is just fabricated and falsehood. That's what it is. They can name it anything. It is just what Jason Weekend has been afraid of with Afraid of Kubo, with what is his name, Rafu Wazurike. They believe that every young person is IPOB. That is what they believe. Don't you know that every young person in Biafran land, every person in Biafran land is IPOB? Of course, every young person, every person there is IPOB. It's an indigenous person of Biafra. All of us are IPOB. So they decided to do what? To reduce the population, to kill our people, in order, because they know that eventually there will be direct confrontation. But we want to use this opportunity to tell Wike, this thing that they did in the past, I wasn't there when this war took place. But I could be able to, I'm a student of history. The Igbos forgave River State for their treachery and their sabotage. I am not our leader. I'm not Martin Nambikano. I am speaking from my perspective. Igbos decided to carry everyone along. I do believe that not every Ikwere person is in support of this, because they are victims of what is going on. I have listened and heard so many Ikwere people of them is not from River State. Some of them are from Imo State, Anambra State, many regions of Biafra land. When Shell did their systematic vertical drilling, underground drilling, and pipe everything to River State, through which they take it to wherever they are taking it to. So whom are they deceiving? Whom are they deceiving? So that is what is going on. I just want to use this opportunity to tell our people, and there is something that I'm seeing on Marginalization. There is something I sent to you on your listing so that you can take a look. This is somebody that was executed 1972. I saw the clip. I wasn't there, so I don't know whom that person was. But he was they tagged him as an armed robber, and he's an evil person, and they executed this person, public execution. And the moderator said, this is where Nigerian problem began. This public execution. And I want to use this opportunity to talk to people from Umunze. I saw something that is of an eyesore. Sometimes God will allow you to go through things, and something will happen around you to see how you handle it. A pastor was caught, I don't know whether he was doing voodoo or whatever, and people, if the same evil people saw him and started flogging him. You don't do that. You can disconnect, you can collect or disarm him with all those charms and hand him over to appropriate authority without physical abuse on him. That to show him some respect. And when they are killing you, the way the same northern people are torturing you, wiping you with koboko, sit up a woman down and was wiping a woman, dishonoring a woman. Fulani military, Boko Haram. The same thing you are doing to somebody whom you caught with shams, saying he's a pastor. You don't lay hands on him. You can hand him to appropriate, law enforcement agency, not the Boko Haram. That is what you should do. So you know what the word of God says. He said, God is not mocked. For whatever a man so that is a reap. Our leader has been telling us, he said, these people can commit some certain thing and get away with it. But Biafrans, if you do some certain things, you can't get away with it because you are special people. This thing this man is saying is correct. There are things these people will do. God, heaven might not even shake. But for us, we are unique people, we are special people. Something may go against you.
Thank you, Rabbi. We are out of time.
Mazi, thank you very much. Marginalization.
This is where we'll be ending the program. The women will be on the air tomorrow. Just like I said when I started the broadcast about, you see, more than 50,000 Obibo indigenes have been wiped out by Nyesom Wike. And he is saying Igbos, and he is Igbo. And when they turn on the Ikweres, I will wonder who will help the Ikweres when he has decimated part of the population of Ikwere brothers. You see how foolish people reason. The Fulanis are trying to depopulate you and take over your land, and you are depopulating your own brothers. There's no sign of intertribal war between Ikwere people and non-Ikwere people, but Nyesom Wike is making up one, infusing hatred. Over what? The end of the war and taking over for land, we lost a house to that effect in Rainbow Town, but who cares? They said that that's not what we live off. We've built other ones. So where do we have to come for retribution? It's guilty conscience, but nobody cares. It's done with. We are moving forward. It's collateral. It's what came with the war. But why do you still have to carry the conscience with you? And instead of repairing, you are damaging. And all of a sudden, you are trying to make Ikwere and Igbo. That's not the case. it is Nyesom Wike, Asari Dokubo, and Briggs, those that are being paid to suppress their own people, to isolate their own people and leave them to dry. And those are the ones they are arming to come and attack their own brothers, and they accept it. That's why I said our problem is across the board, from the bottom to the top and from the top to the bottom. I don't know what it is that came over us, and when we say we are evil, it has no quantification. It has no quantification. If you're crazy, keep your craziness with you. We try to be sana when we broadcast. We try to be courteous and be civil. They don't take advantage of it, because the world listens to what we say. Anybody can be rude, anybody can be vulgar, but you sanitize yourself when you speak to the international community. So for those of you that cannot understand that they are in danger and will engage in betrayal activities, be careful, because whatever is happening will come to your village. Then I will wonder how you are going to escape being a victim. The people attacking you are your enemies, and instead of turning the tables against them, you are supporting them, and I will not be a part of it. Live and let live. Live and let live. Where are your children going to be? And now they kill you. They kill you when you're pregnant, because they don't know if you have a boy or a girl. And that is why when they wipe you out, there will be no trace of you or history of your family. Be wise. Listen to what we are telling you. Be you a politician, whatever it is you think you are, you fall within the chain of destruction, and they will destroy you, whether you like it or not. And they are destroying you with the help of your brothers. This is where we'll be ending today's broadcast, and we'll be on the air again tomorrow with the women. They will be on the air. Thanks to all of you for listening.